I'm going to make a video talking about the economy and why I feel like it's about to get obliterated, and things for the economy probably are not going to be very good, and how people, you and me, as well as businesses, could be paying insanely high prices for electricity. Um, Basically, what happened this morning, we found out that Russia halted flow of natural gas through Nord Stream 1. Energy price or natural gas prices shot up 20-30% off this news. They saying they ain't flowing nothing through until the West remove its sanctions. So you're already at the point where you have these reports of um, the energy crisis in Europe being so bad that people's electricity bill has 5x for the year. And this energy stuff is only getting worse, right? So a lot of people, well, some businesses having to shut down because of this stuff because they can't afford the big energy bills. So to make matters worse, we just found out that OPEC Plus, just 2 months after President Biden went to Saudi Arabia and asked them to increase production to help lower energy costs, we just found out that OPEC Plus is going to cut production, which in theory raises energy costs. So if you think about that from the perspective of the Fed knows that they can't control energy costs because that's not theirs. The problem is those energy costs bleed into the cost. It bleeds into our inflation. If I'm a business and I got to pay high energy costs, that means I'm going to pass some costs on to my customers. If I'm a consumer and I travel, I'm paying for anybody's paying for gas. You paying for energy through gas, electricity, that kind of stuff. So you're getting hit from all areas of life when you out shopping and when you just traveling around or just in the crib paying your bill. You feel what I'm saying? So those costs increase, right? Inflation runs high. The Fed is going to have to continue to raise rates far more aggressively and longer than many probably thought just 3-4 months ago. When those energy costs came down, energy prices came down, it probably looked like inflation had peaked. But you got to think, these people want their money. So they are going to do things like this. And even I didn't expect this one. But this is the name of the game. Stuff happens that you don't expect. And all of this is happening at the same time as the Fed starting to double the pace of balance sheet runoff. And I've talked about balance sheet runoff, interest rates numerous times and how it affects the economy. It's not good. There has never been a time where the Fed was raising rates and running off the balance sheet at the same time. And now we at a point where they're doing it at the most aggressive pace ever in both raising rates and running off the balance sheet. So you at this point now where many probably have thought that the Fed could slow down raising rates, but right now they're probably not going to be able to, because if them energy prices go back to what they was at earlier this year, the Fed is going to have to raise rates far more than what the market is believing right now, which is already underestimated in my opinion. Right now, it's starting to price in 75 in September and then 50 and 25 at the following meetings. So I think the next two meetings to finish the year off. But say them chances go to 75 and 50 or then 75 and 75 because energy costs are going back up. The Fed is already chasing inflation at 8-9%. Rates is at like 3% right now. So if inflation is about to stay at 8% longer because its energy costs going back up, or if inflation goes higher, that means the Fed has to chase even more. So by doing that, they're going to obliterate the economy. So this is just what we're looking at right now, and it's not good. So them energy costs go high, the Fed got to chase even more. They're gonna have to raise rates and just obliterate stuff. They're gonna break something. So until costs come down, we looking at the Fed chasing, and it's just not gonna be good for the economy. So I make these videos on this stuff. I talk about it. Just follow along. Just type something like this in. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell. Like the video if you like the content. I give out these warnings in due time. I hope people pay attention and take advantage of it, because it's not going to be good. It ain't looking good. I mean, it's looking way worse, and it was already horrific. So, yeah, wish the best for everybody.